Now, hello, how's it going? I am here with CMO Sean, aka Crypto Cowboy of SafuApe itself, and I will tell you, Sean, I bought in to SafuApe because Crypto Realist Jeremy came into my live stream and he's like, Teddy, stop with the degen plays. Just buy this, thank me later. And I'm like, all right, sounds good. And I threw money in.
Yes, sir.
Did zero research. I just blindly believe, Jeremy, because he does uh great analysis on projects. So, but regardless, now I have you. So now we can really figure out, did I do a good investment or not? So
Yes, sir.
before we even start there, you want to talk to us about what SafuApe is and what you guys are trying to do?
Yeah, so SafuApe's obviously a community coin token, and the whole goal is to make crypto easier, safer, and an environment where everybody can come, from new to old investors, and they can trade, stake, do whatever they need to do in the crypto sphere, and have a place where they don't have to worry about a team deleting their socials after a week, or they don't have to worry about failed transactions, wasting gas fees, and they can have a little bit of something for everybody, whether they like NFTs, staking, just looking at charts, rewards, passive income, trading, selling crypto, whatever you need to do. And that's the whole goal. Be positive, be good to everybody, and help everybody learn. And I'd really love to be one of the projects known for helping push mass adoption.
Yeah, that's exactly what I feel like you guys are trying to do. You're really bringing like I would say the CerTic type ecosystem, but even in a more easier accessible way, like where, hey, you don't need to go through the CerTic route and do all this. We have these services. You want to do a KYC, we have KYC. You want your contract audited, we have your contract audit. It's very different type of thinking than like, similar to what RM Docs does, where they're like, hey, we'll help you with your vision, your planning. We can do different types of services in order to help you with your tokens growth. I think you're really bringing a whole new and I think you use the best word here, a safer crypto ecosystem to really streamline the token creation portion. So I had Keith CVC on my AMA yesterday, and he was just talking about potential launch pad, this and that. I mean, I'm like, okay, well, I have SafuApe coming in tomorrow. You should definitely check it out. So I'm sure he'll stop by at some point as well.
Yeah, Keith's a great guy, and I love what he's doing. And I talk to him almost every day, and it's fun seeing how excited and passionate he is. And that's the whole goal too. I see all the hate and people just SHIT all over each other all day on their success, their projects. And if you're in this for the long haul and this is your dream and your passion and you're here to make a business, I mean, we can all win. And I say it all the time. We eat at different restaurants. We wear different shirts. We drive different cars. And there's all these successful businesses in the real world. And crypto's so young that we haven't even tapped into all those investors that are all there that can come join. And if they see a positive, a good environment that's similar to the stock market, where they don't have to worry about somebody being Batman Inu on them and just deleting everything and rug pulling, they can put their money in and know, hey, these guys, this is their passion, this is their dream. They're going to keep moving forward and they're not going to quit. And we want to partner with everybody that's a long-term project. And Keith with CVC is there, Asuna, they're a great team. And got some more partnerships upcoming too. East Saitama, good guys as well over there. Y'all, Shinja, we added y'all to the swap because I love what y'all and Cliff does, and I'm a fan.
And I by the way, we thank you for adding us to the swap. We didn't even know it was happening, and then boom, stealth launch, and then you guys were like, hey, you can swap Shinja on our swap, and they were like, okay, we didn't even realize. It's like, well, who is this now? And then you guys followed up. You're like, hey, now can we talk Dojo Swap? Can we talk this? And I'm like, well, this is interesting. Let's find out more about SafeSwap. And this is all coming into light as Jeremy was updating me as well, because he seems to have figured out that he's good in this environment where he's able to help tokens and be like, oh, you need an update? Here you go. I know the guy. So I do want to talk about a little bit about SafeSwap, really how you came up with the idea and what it brings to the table and how it utilizes your utility.
Yeah, so the big mission was I haven't been as an investor as long as the rest of the team, and there's only two other of us full time and one part time that helps out with coding and everything.
Right.
But they've been investors since 2016. I've been an investor since last year at the start of the year in crypto, and we saw a lot of teams that you'd wait months and they'd have millions and millions of dollars of volume, and then they finally maybe produce something. And it's okay if it's not perfect. It's never going to be perfect the first time, but just delivering something without needing all this resources, because you see these teams, they get millions of dollars of volume, and I mean they should deliver something. And that's kind of the whole mission. We wanted to deliver something and not get disappointed, have a positive atmosphere, uplift everybody around us, and communicate with the community daily. I mean, I'm on my phone all day, whether I'm at work or not, and I try to respond to everybody, help everybody, and that's how it should be. And that's what I love about crypto, the camaraderie, and you can directly talk to the owners and the team in a Telegram or a Twitter or something, instead of sending an email or dialing a hotline and you wait weeks or whatever to try and figure out an answer to a question. So that's kind of the
And
whole mission. And day two, the swap was launched.
yeah.
In the Telegram, the community asked to lock the liquidity. We did it within the hour and sent everybody the link to the 90-day lock. And that's the whole mission: deliver things, don't overpromise, and yeah, just to continue to move forward every day.
It definitely was a changing the space type thing as soon as you guys came out day two with the swap, right? Like you are now saying, hey, we didn't need to, accumulate all this dev and marketing wallet funds in order to go build this thing. We used our money, we built the thing, we built the swap, and now we're here and delivering it day two. This is one utility of our ever expanding services that you guys have outlined, which now includes, I actually don't even know what it includes. Can you walk over like exactly what services that you're targeting? Because I've heard about the KYC and I've heard about the audit, the contract audit.
Yeah, so right now the part of the swap is we don't ever want a rug pull or a scam token traded on our swap. So every token that's added gets a screen for safety and security in the contract and how solid it is too. And with that, we're going to help other teams as well. If they have something weak in their contract or they need to implement an auto burn or an auto buyback like we have in BabySafe, we can help them modify contracts, draft them, and that way everything added to the swap too is safe, and it's not something that's not going to be here in a week, or the contract has a code that's malicious that's going to hurt people in the future. That's the whole goal for that. And full audits are going to be in place soon, where you see the whole PDF format where you see everything about the contract, the security, everything that can be exposed, and all the good parts of the contract too. And a funny thing on that, I convinced our lead dev Adrian. He actually had to fix our tech rate audit for Safe, and I said, hey, let's do audits. I mean, you drafted these contracts, you're really good at coding. Why don't we help other teams? And then everything we add to the swap, we can screen and practice the audits. And yeah, it's rolled out now, and we can help people.
That's
and
awesome.
the KYC, we talked about Certic. They're the big dogs and the front runner in auditing and KYCs and everything. And we did our KYC a week and a half ago, and still just waiting for a certificate so we can get on Doge Swap, because that was our first goal, because we love what y'all do, and that wanted to be our first exchange. And I see all the resources they have and everything they have, and I'm like, it shouldn't take, with how much money and resources they have, it shouldn't take 2 weeks to just verify who somebody is and send them a certificate. So me, myself, I was like, hey, I'll oversee every KYC, and I'm still in law enforcement, so I have all the training and experience to get identification that I need from people, get the things to hold people accountable, and the things that you need to really verify who somebody is and where they would be and how you can locate them in case of legal matters. So I made ours a little bit more in depth than Certic's, and my mission on that is a 48-hour turnaround for a certificate and be 80% cheaper than Certic, because it's shouldn't cost too much to verify who somebody is and keep everybody safe.
Agreed. And I will tell you, with Certic KYC, even Coyote rugged, right? They went through the Certic KYC and they still rugged. So it really tells you, if your Seifu KYC process works out, no token rugs, you're 100%, bringing the rug-free swap with the rug-free audit, like, hey, these guys ain't gonna rug you. Here's the certificate. I mean, that changes the space, it really does.
Yeah,
Um,
I think that's what we need for mass adoption too, because I mean, people think crypto is a scam, and there's still a lot of scams out there. So it's making that statement true, even with all the hardworking projects that are out there that could use some more volume and mass adoption. But yeah, the KYC part too. I have all the resources to hold people accountable with government agencies. So if we did a KYC and somebody did something malicious or bad to their investors, we could definitely hold them accountable, and it would be a very expeditious process to get everybody taken care of.
yeah. Potomotive here agrees. He's like, yes. So other things you have mentioned, your services. You mentioned something about the swap, and I know there's more coming because I've seen the NFT collection minted with SaFe tokens. Does this
Mhm.
mean that you're integrating an NFT minting process? Like, I read this and I'm trying to understand what it entails.
Yes, sir. So just a little detail on the swap. It's also an aggregator, so it goes through everywhere to get the lowest price, the best price, and it's getting you the lowest slippage. And we put the function in there to where if there's any percentage that the transaction will fail, it won't swap. So it'll save people the 50, 100, whatever gas fees they use to do a swap. And we've all seen it, even if you use 1 inch and it's not global, but you can still use it. It's a smart bot, and waste of gas fees, and that's hard-earned money for people. And whether it's 20, 100, $200 on a gas fee, we don't want anybody to lose money on our swap. So that's a thing we put in there so people will trade safely and they won't ever waste money trying to swap something. And the NFTs, they're going to be exclusive for safe holders at first. So you're going to have
Okay.
safe tokens to mint them and purchase and sell them. And just to benefit from holding that NFT, there's going to be staking, so you'll get an APY for that. But also, you'll get a 50% automatic rewards boost just from holding a SaFe NFT. So all our first 500 SaFe holders, that yourself included, you'll get a free NFT, and your rewards on BabySafe will get boosted 50% automatically.
I have a confession. I know nothing about BabySafe. I literally I've seen it. I've seen it's Be Safe, right?
Yes,
BabySafe.
sir.
But I only bought SafuApe. I never looked into like how, I'm assuming it's like your reward token. What is BabySafe?
Yes, sir. So we're fans of reflections and things like that, but we know how they kind of finick with exchanges, and people don't get to always keep what they want depending on what exchange you get on. So BabySafe was created for the community, and that's to give any ERC token rewards, also Ethereum rewards if you want that. And it does buybacks. So originally it was just buybacks, a function that every buy racks up on BabySafe, and it does a buyback on the Safe chart as soon as somebody sells. And we did that so Safe holders still get a benefit from the trading volume in BabySafe, but it's not going to affect an exchange. So it's just going to look like a buy on the chart, and it's going to help everybody. And we saw ShibDodge with their burn token that launched, and so we changed it to where the taxes were doubled, so the buybacks would be bigger, and it also burns the supply. So now the buys rack up. As soon as there's a sell on BabySafe, it buys back and burns that amount of tokens on the Safe chart.
That's the sole purpose of so oh my god. So you guys did this before even Burn Token came out. You already
Yes, sir.
had baby. Okay.
And it
I
took a
now
day.
understand. I now understand. That is crazy. That is crazy. So you're literally doing the buyback and burn. You have baby safe in there. Um, what do you call as it's an auxiliary token? I guess that's the best term.
Yeah, auxiliary community token, rewards token. It's for the community. So we're gonna have a DAO with Safe. Right now, everybody's voting, but we'll have a DAO in the future with Safe. And we had a recent vote for what ERC token people want as a reward. It was Ethereum and Safe, and we had a poll, and it's gonna be Cult DAO as the next reward token. So any
Okay.
ERC token can be added with there, and it's with Ethereum. So Ethereum's always gonna be on there, but we're gonna change the rewards, whether it's ApeCoin, Shinja, CVC, whatever people want, they're going to get to vote on what they want. And also the tax split. The max
Oh
that can
wow.
go is 20% on the sell tax, and it's an unrenounced contract. So just for people's safety and concern, the sale tax can't go over 20, and it's in increments of 2. So 10 and 20 is the max. But the community gets to vote. Do they want more taxes for more rewards? Do they want a lower buy and sell so more people come in and buy? And it's
how does the community voting process entail? Like, what are you doing? Are you sending a Twitter poll, or how is the voting handled?
yeah. So right now it's been in Telegram, but in the future we have our DApp coming out. That's going to be the DApp's out right now, the prototype with the 4 tabs, but it's going to be a full 1-page DApp that's going to have a DAO access there, and people are going to be able to go in and vote for things they want, whether it's future utilities, what rewards token you want the next month or next quarter, and how long you want the claim too. We switched to a 48-hour claim clock right now, as for what everybody wanted.
Okay, like 48 hours to claim your BabySafe.
Yeah, so every 48 hours after your last claim of rewards, buy or sell with BabySafe, you're going to be able to claim Ethereum. Right now, it's just Ethereum. Safe is turned off, and it's going to get switched to Cult DAO soon. But every 48 hours, and they never go away. So if you forget or work is crazy, they're still going to be there, and they will increase with volume, but they can slightly decrease if there's a big sell-off or there's no volume. So it's all off volume, and it's self-sustaining. So that's the great thing about it.
No, that is all information that I never knew. I keep doing this. I was trying to figure out what 2 a.m. UTC and Eastern was. And
Yes,
the easiest way is to Google it.
Yes, sir.
Everything is connected. This is true. Everything you've said. This DAO is going to be really a fun reward to really kickstart the way. So we'll be able to purchase the DAO token, right? Because you're making it a token.
Oh no, it's not a token. It's just the community, the DAO, where they can vote and decide what they want for BabySafe and Safe.
Okay, so this DAO is just a place for the community to vote.
Yes, sir.
Okay, but the way you access it is through the DApp, you said.
Yes, sir. And
okay,
another good thing about Safe, we implemented in the smart contract where just holding 5 billion or more Safe gets you 50% more rewards. So kind of an incentive for people to hold a bigger bag in Safe, and without even staking, you get 50% more rewards. So you add that to the NFT, that's 100% rewards boost just from having 5 billion and the NFT.
So for holding it and then holding the NFT, it's like 2x. So okay,
yes,
I
sir.
understand. What is BAAS? What is this?
That's so buyback as a service. The buyback and burn function we can put on any token. So if, let's say we're helping a team called Nike Inu come out with the contract and everything, and they say, hey, we want some love on our chart, and we need some rewards for people. We can put Nike Inu as a reward for our community, and the BabySafe chart will do buybacks on their chart to help them lift up with some volume. So it can be connected to any token.
Literally any ERC20 token. So if BabySafe decides, BabySafe, please vote for Shibnobi. If they decide, hey, buybacks of Shibnobi, and people love burns, people love buybacks, so it makes sense. It makes sense.
And that's the magic too. If Shinja wants buyback as a service, we can add that reward for our holders so they can accumulate some Shinja and become holders. And every auto buyback and burn will buy back and burn Shinja tokens.
Yeah, makes sense. And that integrates your ecosystem into Shibnobi's ecosystem, and you evolve, ever growing, and forever. No, that is a good model. That is, from everything you've shared so far, I'm like, okay, this is different, because you don't hear about a token that's focusing on, you hear about tokens focusing just on auditing, or just on the swap, or just on blockchain. But really what you're building is like an ecosystem with the reward token. You're already a step ahead. You've already thought this through. You have the NFT portion figured out. You have the swap already delivered. And now you're doing this buyback as a service, which is like, hey, where else have you heard this? I haven't heard it. I don't know. How did you even come up with this idea?
Just the community, and the team's genius. It's mainly our lead developer Adrian and Andrea. They're the brains behind the organization. I'm just kind of marketing and out here talking and helping them with ideas too. We have team votes on things we want to do, and new functions and utilities. And same thing with the DAO. We're all part of the community, and the community, especially the top holders, there's going to be special votes for the top holders in the DAO to decide on specific utilities or events we have in the future as well.
Okay. Makes sense. Makes sense. Rewards DAO. Okay, this is the rewards DAO. You have it broken out. Oh, is this current? Cult DAO, Shiba Inu, ApeCoin?
Yes, sir. That was the last vote we had in the Telegram, and everybody wanted Cult, so Cult's going to be the next reward for everybody.
Okay. So what I have to do is get Shibnobi people in your Telegram so we can start getting some votes. I understand what we have to do. So this also brings new people to your token to be like, hey, in order for your token to get listed, you need to get in and vote for it. And now you have a constant amount of audience, right? Your audience engagement goes up because now more and more people are coming to your Telegram. They know what your token is. It becomes recognizable, and the footprint is there. You're really leaving that impact where people are like, hey, if we need this, this is where we go. That's interesting. That is interesting.
Yeah, and we're all about, we want everybody to win, and with how young crypto is, we can all win, and every good project can. And we'll never turn a partnership away with a team that's in this for the long haul. And we talk to people and make sure, hey, they're not going to quit, they're not going to delete their socials and everything before we partner with them. But that's the whole goal. There's so many people tearing each other down and saying bad things about each other, and that's not, crapping on other people's success is not what we need in the space. We need people being positive, being uplifting, and that's going to bring more new people and more investors into crypto altogether.
Yeah, I agree. Wait, I've seen this salary reference in multiple areas in your website. What is the salary? What are you trying to bring to the ecosystem with the salary? What is the SafuApe salary?
Yeah, so the rewards they're all off of volume, so they're self-sustaining. As long as there's buys and sells, they're going to keep being generated. And right now, with the low volume we've had, our holders of about 15 billion or more, which is close to a max wallet, and it's about 1.5 ETH to get a max wallet right now in BabySafe. They've been making about 1,000 a month in passive income. And just a little math breakdown, with a $1 million volume, if you have 10 billion BabySafe, which is a half max wallet, you'll get $600 every 48 hours. And that's not counting the 50% boost from having 5 billion safe or the NFT.
This is what you're trying to tell me here. And on volume 1 million a day, you claim around 1,200 every 48 hours.
Yeah, and it's all off taxes, so it's not hurting anybody. It's literally giving each other money back from the taxes, and it's all self-sustaining. So the more trading, every transaction matters. That's what's beautiful. Whether it's a buy or sell, it's helping everybody.
Yeah, no, this is literally a reward generator. These terms are great. I love it. Oh my god. Okay, let me see. So we got to here, and I see this diagram's explaining your buy sell and how you're integrated with BabySafe, right? Versus,
and those are actually double right now. So it's actually 4% and 8% in the taxes right now. We increased it for the buyback and burn because we saw the burn token launching. And we're like, hey, let's do that. And within a day, the contract was changed and updated to where it'll burn the supply instead of just buying back.
I'll tell you one thing. I stayed up for the burn launch. It was like till 6 a.m. for them just to be like, hey guys, we're gonna scrap it and we're gonna let you know another day. It'll still happen soon. And it's like, bro, I listened to them saying soon, soon, soon for like every 15 minutes, and it never happened. It never happened. And eventually they launched, and this is what happens when you delay the launch. I don't think it's as authentic as having that launch day one and not having that delay. So you guys competing with that launch, and they were having these issues, and now you already have a token that's basically doing the same thing, and you were first. Maybe you get some new Shiba Doge guys in your Telegram to be like, hey, we can now do a buyback of burn token too and really integrate,
Yeah. Yeah, that's the whole goal.
Make the ecosystem even greater.
Yeah, that's the whole goal. We wanted to show you, that's part of the mission. We want to show you can deliver without having millions of dollars of resources and without having every single developer in the world access to. So,
yeah.
And that's how the space should be. You should deliver and not not let people out to dry, because they see the money coming in, so they know you got resources and they know you can expand and have more people to deliver things faster. So there's no reason it shouldn't happen.
Yeah, I like that. I completely agree with this statement. Um, and I like this, the SafeSwap,
Mhm.
and literally walking them through how to select, and that's pretty good. That's pretty
Mhm.
cool. And my question now comes down to you're doxxed, Sean. You're
Mhm.
doxxed, right?
Yes, sir.
But neither of what is it, Andrea, right, or
Andrea
Adrian?
and Adrian.
Yeah, the two A's. You know,
Yeah. Yeah. Have you seen
what
Rocky? You'll like that name.
I I believe I have. It's the one with the boxing guy. Like what's his name?
Yeah. Sylvester Stallone.
Sylvester. Yeah. Oh, yep.
Yep.
I've seen
Yo,
that.
Adrian.
Yeah. When can we are we expecting a docs out of them? Do you think they're going to come out and change the space by showing their face?
Absolutely. So, public speaking wise, I'm not the best speaker either. I don't use the best words, but I'll shoot it straight and tell like it is. And if I don't have answers, I'll go get them for everybody. But Andrea, she's going to join me for an AMA sometime next week. Um,
Okay.
I believe we'll probably hop on Jeremy's channel because he's a good friend, and I love his content, and it's a comfortable space for her to practice with her face out there and talk to everybody. Adrian, to be announced, he is going to Video Docs. If our goal is we want to go to a crypto expo with the whole team and represent the whole team and meet community members and be with other projects, and that would be a great atmosphere and area to reveal the entire team, which is not a big team, but it'd be awesome to reveal everybody there. But if volume doesn't permit us to be able to go to a big crypto expo sometime soon, he is going to come out and have like a group AMA with me and Andrea and reveal the whole team.
Okay.
Mhm.
That is to be honest, now that I've been to a crypto expo and interacted with other crypto tokens and really had it was really fun, to be honest.
Mhm.
Like I'm like, I've never seen that every token has a different aspect in their environment. You know, they bring different things to the table. They're different people. You know, you're so involved in your own token, you don't get to experience, hey, look at where this token is and look at what they're trying to go through. And, we've already gone past that. And when you do that type of networking and you're like, hey, we can actually help you with that, it brings something else. But at the same time, for the first time, you're meeting everyone in the team.
Mhm.
They're all from different areas. I don't know if you've met Adrian and Andrea before, but it would be cool to meet in real life for the first time, especially at a crypto expo.
Yeah, it's a different animal when you get to shake somebody's hand and shoot the bull and
Yes.
have a cold one with them and really talk and share your passions, your dreams, and what you want to do. So that's why we thought that'd be a great environment to meet community members that could come and meet other projects and their whole teams.
So Sean, how did you meet Adrian and Andrea?
So I approached them in Telegram and I said, hey, I'd love to do marketing. I love to do AMAs and everything that was getting delivered and the whole ecosystem. I loved it and fell in love with it. And, my first investing in crypto was community tokens, and I've been in the military and law enforcement, and that camaraderie of connection with people I love, and
Hmm.
it's amazing. And so I really wanted to do this full time with a team, and I approached them. We had a video call. We met each other, exchanged names and everything. Verified who they are because I said, hey, if this ain't legit, I'm not gonna
You're
back
like,
it.
wait, I'm a private detective. Let me do a
Yeah.
KYC. You'll be the first one I do KYC for.
Yeah, and yeah, I met them. We talked, and they brought me on the team, and it's a blessing to be a part of the team. And none of us had been on any team, so this is the first project. This is the baby, and not going to quit. We're in this for the long haul, and I want to do this full time, and it's getting closer and closer to where I can do this full time, and
How did
I love it.
how did you come up with the name? How did this idea even form? Was it after this call, or did you already have this name because you're the CMO? You're like, dude, you have to call it this, and then we do this. Like who was the creator of the name and like figuring out the roadmap?
That's all Adrian. He's a big fan of Bored Ape Yacht Club, and
Okay.
he loves apes, and the whole SafuApe, all his idea with the ecosystem. Andrea, she does all the designs. This entire website is
Yeah.
all her. I mean, she's killing it. She's doing all the NFTs by herself. She helps run the socials, sets all this stuff up, help those applications. I mean, we're all 24/7 pretty much. I'm still working 60, 70 hours pounding the road at my job. But yeah, we're busy 24/7, and the bigger we
I'm
get,
looking at these NFTs. They do give me the even your logo is similar to the Board Ape Yacht Clubs, right?
Mhm.
My question is, how close are we to potentially minting out these NFTs? Are you doing it in a phased approach where you have phase one, phase two, phase three?
So we're talking on that right now. The issue was getting them out to everybody. Airdrops are expensive and minting your own. So and
Hmm.
500 of those, that's a big penny. So
Hmm.
we're working out on how to get those out to everybody in the most cost effective way. But they are very close to being done, especially the first 500. And we've talked. The team's talked. Hey, if we get the first 500 done and can get them out, we'd much rather get those out to all our holders so they get their free NFT and can rep it, can show it off, look at it, enjoy it, and then get out the rest that are going to be for sale on the website. So it's very close. I'm not going to give a hard deadline, but it's very soon, and they are getting done, and it's all one person, and they're all original 3D NFTs. So it's a lot of work, and she's busting it.
Wait, but why are you thinking air oh, okay, you're thinking for minting, you're
Mhm,
gonna have to pay a lot to even list them somewhere. Okay,
mhm,
not the actual minting of like if I go in, click on a mint for an NFT. I understand.
mhm.
Have you considered other chains?
Yeah, so we're creating we're branching the Binance chain right now with Safe and BabySafe and getting that done. And we want to implement the rewards on that chain as well. So, I mean, I love how cheap Binance is, and having people claim rewards through a Binance fee instead of an Ethereum fee would be amazing. Having it be just a dollar or two to claim. So, if we can get those on the Binance chain and make it where people that want to mint and get their NFT a lot cheaper, that would be amazing. Origin- Originally, they're going to be Ethereum chain because the incentive is you got to buy some safe to be able to buy an NFT. But depending on how that goes, we're going to expand over to OpenSea and have them listed there as well.
That's awesome.
Mhm.
No, and yeah, and Andrea, right? How do you say her name?
Yeah, Andrea.
Andrea,
Mhm.
it's a weird name for me to pronounce, but every names are weird for me to pronounce.
Mhm.
She did a great job on really the layout of the site and really walking through. It's like I feel like I'm reading a book as I'm talking to you. You know, it's like, oh, okay, this is what these guys are doing. Oh, okay, look at this, the Genesis token. Whoa, let's read some more. And doesn't feel so like generic, like a
Mhm.
generic token, oh, click here, you got the white paper, you got this. I don't even need to really read a white paper going through the website. I'm like, oh, they're working on an Seifu swap, that's interesting. And then you
Mhm.
come out, you see, oh, everything's connected. It really, walks you through the entire token without even having that need to go click on the white paper, be like, hey, okay, I don't understand anything on this website, let me go read the white paper.
Yeah.
I barely have to do that here. It's very different.
Yeah,
um
that was the whole goal. Crypto is still complicated and hard, and I want people like my mom to be able to click on a website and know, okay, and then she can go to a swap and use a card to buy some Ethereum or whatever she's buying, and then she can
yeah,
just click what she wants, hit swap, and it does it all for her. So that's the whole goal. Make it a little bit easier to understand because the original website, which it was updated within a month to the version 2, it was still kind of complicated to know what was going on and hard to really explain. And um, still complicated. I mean, DeFi is a crazy world, and we're still all learning and developing. So I'm excited. The easier we make it, and the more intros and the things that we communicate with people to make it easier, the better it's going to be for everybody.
yeah, I agree. But did Andrea also help with the white paper layout too? I'm getting that vibe.
Yes, sir. She's all the graphics and designs. That's all her. The coding and everything is all Adrian, and Andrea just puts it together with amazing graphics and detail. So shout out to her because she's doing all the NFTs. I mean, made the LinkedIn, all the socials, everything amazing on the website. So she's killing it.
Yeah, she really is. So what comes next? Because now you've already got the D app, right? So what else is in the pipeline?
Yes, sir. So the prototype of the D app is out now. That amazing looking version right there is the fully updated. That's going to come soon, where everything's in one page. You can change charts, you can stake, you can buy NFTs, you can do everything in one DApp. And the DApp is on the board right now to get done. The Binance Bridge, the NFTs, staking will be here soon. The 50% boost by just holding safe, that's done. It's just going to be implemented in the next couple of days. And yeah, once the DApp is fully functional, we do want to make a wallet, because the goal is for mass adoption and make it easier. So we do want to make a wallet that you can use in the DApp and the website. So literally everybody can do everything they need in one page and make it as easy as possible.
Okay. No, bringing wallet to the table is also increasing your ecosystem. So if you can keep everyone safe in that same environment, then everyone's going to be happy. No, that's great. So no play to earn or anything of that sort yet?
We've talked about a game, and I had a kind of a concept I liked. That I really like games that you can play with one hand. You can play them in 5 seconds, a minute, 10 minutes if you want, 30 minutes. So the first concept for a game was going to be a little mobile game that's very easy to play. Anybody can go play it and enjoy it. And it's in the works. We don't have a game designer, so I've been messing around with some apps and things to try to learn how to design one. But once we expand a little bit and get our other utilities perfected and out, then we definitely do want to get somewhere in the gaming sector. And the first one I think would be amazing to have is just a mobile game that people can play with one hand. It's very simple. Whether you're 10 years old or 50, you can play it. And at first, make it where it's just free, an iOS app where people can play, and then implement the play to earn side of that.
Yeah, no, I like that idea, because I think the play to earn aspect is interesting. It's like, hey, spend some time on this and we'll reward you as you progress. But I've never heard of like, hey, just like a one-handed, like just let it go 5 second. But I guess that's what Flappy Bird is, right? It's pretty quick. It's one hand. And maybe that's exactly why why it was so big.
Yeah,
Because I saw the earn and chill, and I'm like, well, are you like play to earning and chill, or do I watch something and I'm chilling? Okay, that's interesting. So other things, how are there any other projects that you guys have been involved in that you've tried before, or is this really the first project?
This is the first one, and Andre and Adrian have been investing a lot longer than me. I've just invested as well. We've never been a part of a team and actually worked on a project. So this is the first one, and I'm a big loyalty person. So my friends, everybody, my family knows that. So this is what I want to do, and I've talked with the whole team, and this is what we want. I mean, it's how crypto should be. We shouldn't see people just say, "Oh, the market's dried out. We're just going to quit," and then relaunch something or go to another project. And I get kind of wary too when I see that in projects. They're coming up to launch, and one of their statements is, "Oh, I was a part of this team that did 3 million. I was with this team that did 10 million." And it's like, why are you not still there? Like, what happened? So this is what we want to do, and we're going to keep developing and moving forward to keep the project alive and keep the business booming. And it's a blessing to see every community member grow and everybody we connect with.
That is literally, these are things that I like to hear about tokens, and I feel like you're just hitting the nail on the head for everything. It's like, hey, have you guys like failed before, and this is why you're here? You're like, no, this is our first time. We've never been acquainted in this space, especially Sean as a CMO. But you have marketing experience that comes to you, Sean, or like, how did you get this title of CMO?
Mainly just from the connections. Just I love building personal relations with people, and that's the thing. I'm a big loyalty person, and I want to be honest with everybody and make connections. And I think that's really where you grow, is you make genuine connections with good people and uplift them and their community and what their vision is. And I mean, that's what the world's about too. You can be happy with things you're doing yourself, but if you make somebody else happy and make them feel good, it's a lot more rewarding than anything else. So that's just kind of the title I got after talking to the team and the things I've done with work and in the military and law enforcement, and with some charities that I've been in as well. Not full time with charities, but participating in as a side in college and in the military. But
No.
yeah, I'm excited, and it's a blessing to be a part of the team, and the community is so supportive, and I love connecting with everybody.
Do you have anything that you can tell the community, like hint at, be like, hey, this is coming pretty quick, like be ready? Because right now everything tells me that potentially NFTs is next. I feel like you guys are very close with NFTs.
Mm-hmm.
Because you sounded very excited about NFTs, like, oh, she's doing a good job. We're talking about that. We're talking platform. And if you're already thinking minting, I'm thinking in my head that that could be very close. But is there any hints you can give us?
Yes, sir. So I don't blame any developers for leaking information because it's exciting. You find out and you're like, oh, heck yeah, and you want to tell everybody. It's like getting a new car, new high score in a game. You want to tell everybody. But the big thing that I will reveal is there's a huge partnership and a big sponsor that's going to get revealed on Brad's channel Wednesday at 2 p.m. Eastern time, and it's huge. The project we partnered with already, they've got a great mission and a great real world product it's going to boom, and it's already booming. I mean, they went to 140 million in less than a week, so it's crazy what they're doing and the connections they have in the business world. And that sponsor is going to be crazy, and it's going to bring a lot more resources and open a lot of doors for us.
I feel like I can already figure out who it is, but
Yeah.
140 million. I think there's only one that succeeded like that. Wait, anyway, okay. Okay, so I did tell Keith that one of the things in yesterday's AMA, I'm like, Keith, you're talking to me about, bringing APIs, changing the space. But one thing that he hadn't touched on was providing a pre-sale portal,
Mhm.
a launch pad of sorts, if you will. There's every token out there is doing launch pad, whether it's for the right reason or the wrong reason. But Keith, what he does with CVC is he does listings, like he lists tokens by market cap in the right order, and doesn't believe what CMC and CoinGecko are doing are correct. So
Mhm.
I'm like, hey, if there's a token, which we talked about in the beginning, if there is a token that's offering KYC, that offers auditing, and people are using your pre-sale portal to do this, Keith, now you're bringing utility into your project. You can have integration with the token. Hey, I buy you, you buy me, we go burn it, whatever it may be. But
Mhm.
that constant, as more and more people come in to purchase, I think changes the space, like to the point where I feel safe that and I'm not trying to make you pursue Keith or anything, but I'm thinking
Yeah.
it's a good idea if SafuApe approaches CVC. It's like, hey, I heard you're trying to do a launchpad of sorts. Well, if you guys need KYC, we're here, or if you guys need something, and it's like, oh, we're all in the same DeFi space
Mhm.
and we're all trying to grow. But if we can grow together instead of going, hey, I need to be a token that does everything, because I think the services that you as SafuApe have picked out are just like perfect. There's like, this is what we can master. This is going to be our expertise. And then Keith's expertise is listing those tokens and providing them a launch pad of sorts. But I know that you guys can easily do a launch pad, and be the full upholder of tokens as well,
Mhm.
but it's nice to see the way that you're thinking, Sean, is like, hey, we need to network, we need to partner, so we're all growing together. And I think that's different.
Yeah, I talked to Keith a lot, and we talked about NFTs the other day, for his project, and that's kind of what we want to do. Contract development. If people need different functions in their contract, if they need NFTs drafted, whatever we can do to help them. And
Yeah.
I'd love to partner with Keith and help them with that. Part of our token listings and audits, it's a 24-hour turnaround to get listed on the swap and get a contract screening. And the KYC, I'm guarantee everyone I do they'll get their certificate out within 48 hours of completing it. Just because, I mean, you shouldn't have to wait when you pay for something, and something that's more simple to get done. Like, everybody should be able to get that so they can get on exchanges and do what they're doing and not have to wait weeks or 3 weeks or 4 weeks. And I love what Keith's doing. I love being able to talk to him. And CMC's been a headache trying to get applied on. We've sent in applications, and they responded to me on Twitter once and said, hey, we're processing your application. Don't apply anymore because you've already applied a bunch, and we'll let you know how it goes. So
Well, I definitely tell you, CMC doesn't move unless you pay. So reach out to Keith. I know he's a good person that just got CMC listed on my stream. So I'll tell you the story. He comes on for the AMA and he goes, Teddy, there's some guy, CMC representative, blah, blah, blah. In the end, some other guy told me that if I pay him, he can get me updated on CMC. So I'm like, oh, okay, Keith. By the end of the AMA, Teddy, we're listed. Teddy, the thing's updating. And I'm like, what is happening right now? You just sent some random guy money and he's like, yeah, I got you. Done.
That's awesome. If they want to reach out, DM me and we'll get that going.
No, you already talk to him every day, so you'll be fine. I know you got connections, so you will make that connection. But we don't know. He could have been joking the entire time. I'm just letting you know that he could have planned this, 6 weeks ahead. He's a smart guy. And been like, okay, I know the exact date. Why else did he choose the AMA to be yesterday? Was it planned? I'm like, this is just way too convenient. So definitely do reach out, Sean, because if he has that and you guys are trying to list, maybe.
Yeah, absolutely. And I like what you said on the partnership stuff too, because there's like 5% of the whole world investing in crypto right now. And if all the long-term good projects that are in this for the long haul and want this to be their career and be their retirement and lift off people in the community for financial freedom too, we can all band together and support each other. And it's like, I mean, you look at restaurants, there's a lot of successful restaurants, car businesses, everything. They're all succeeding. They're all doing great. Yeah, some are bigger than others, but they're all succeeding and pursuing their dreams and making a living off it. And with how young crypto is, when mass adoption comes to 10, 20, 30, 40%, I mean, the teams that band together now are going to be the front runners in the space. And they're going to be able to help other teams, come into the space, make a project and make it safer. And that's the whole thing. Mass adoption is going to come with people, knowing crypto is not a scam and having a wonderful experience and getting a little bit of financial gain from it as well.
Yeah. And I agree, because the way it is if for the tokens that are nuclear, meaning, hey, we're just about us, we're just our ecosystem, don't talk to me about anyone else, they may have the initial like, oh yeah, these guys are all legit, but eventually they dwell off. If you're not bringing new people into your ecosystem like you are with your rewards, right, then it's very unlikely that you're going to continue to grow unless you have more and more audience coming in. But if you're nuclear, how are you going to do that without spending more and more marketing dollars? There's a point where you have to do partnerships and be like, hey, we'll do this for you. And then you can go do this, and with that collaboration, that regardless of where this audience member comes from, whether he finds CVC and then finds SafuApe, or he finds SafuApe and then finds CVC, because then CVC finds PLNT through the metaverse, right? And it's an ever-growing ecosystem that's within our umbrella of partnerships, and be like, hey, as the years grow, you don't think these partners are going to continue to talk? They're now fully integrated. They're bringing not only hey, we only do this, they've now like, oh, you can go from here to here, and we're literally creating bridges between tokens, right? Not bridges like, hey, exchange to exchange. What you're explaining, Sean, is like, this is the type of partnership, this is the type of growth we're trying to do. And it's just like, dude, I can totally see this. I can totally see you guys going with your NFTs, because I know CVC is working with PLNT for the metaverse. And like, wait a second, I haven't heard anything metaverse related from you yet. It could be coming, but now, hey, CVC has a metaverse. You guys have NFTs. PLNT doesn't have NFTs. You got your bridge, CVC, in the middle. There's many aspects of social networking as well.
Yeah, and I think when people outside of the crypto space see teams working together, all the positivity, the networking, and it being an amazing experience for all the communities together that are banding together, it's going to bring more people in, because they're going to say, hey, I love how happy these people are, the things they're doing with each other, and the growth that they're having. I want to go take part in it. And whether they click on the Telegram and see what we're talking about, or watch an AMA like this and enjoy it, it's going to grow, and it's going to make everybody just one big family. And I love it.
I agree. I can tell that this is You just seem so sweet to me, Sean. Like I feel nice. I feel like I'm like comforted in my own like home when I'm speaking to you. I feel like you're here for the real reasons. I don't know how you got blessed to be in the space that you're in, the seat that you're sitting in, but I'm glad, I'm like, hey, this guy is authentic and he wants to help other tokens grow as well. He wants to be able to be KYCing them, help them with contract audits. His team is working on growing. It's nice to see. It feels good. And I do want to open up the chat. If you guys have any questions, I would like you to start asking them away. I've already pinned a few, Sean, here, as well as a few comments I thought were good. So Rowena says, Sean, thank you. You have been working extremely hard for SafuApe. The Safe fans appreciate you.
Thank you so much.
And then we have Mike Oxlong, who says 1 mil volume in what? SAPE or transactions?
BabySafe volume. So all the buys and sells all together. Every transaction adds those reward taxes. So whether it's 1 million in buys or 1 million in sells or combo in the two, it's going to add to that reward. So that math that we did for the rewards calculations, I mean, 1 million in sells would suck, but as long as there's 1 million in volume, then that rewards calculation will come up.
Yeah, it's a million in volume a day, and right now it's 600. Oh no, 10 bill. Okay, so that math is still right. Okay. All right, let me see. Then we have, so if I have SAPE to claim, then it swaps to cult, and I didn't claim the SAPE. Is that SAPE lost?
No, so it will not be lost. It'll change that amount. So the volume amount, the number will change. So obviously cult's a different dollar value. So the number of cult you're going to get is different from that SAPE number, but it's the same dollar amount, whether it's US dollars or whatever currency you use. So that rewards, they never go away. As long as if you don't claim them, they're going to be there until you claim them. And then once you claim or buy or sell BabySafe, it'll reset your clock and it'll reset your rewards amount.
No. I hope that answers your question, Mike. And Tennessee Ecoman, a cool NFT would be the monkey bombs similar to the ones in COD Zombies. Yeah, we're the ones that start doing like the drums and stuff. That'd be crazy.
Man, me and my buddy, that's our favorite game to play as zombies together. And the new Cold War Zombies was actually awesome. And we just don't play it a lot because it takes like 3 or 4 hours to play a big match. And so we don't play as much, but I love zombies.
I would be a zombie playing zombies. I was crazy in college, and it was like, it's a sense of like bonding and working together. You're getting this like team type thing, even if it's 2 people, and the way we do it in college is like you find out the 2 partners that work well together. You're like, yeah, keep going, dude. This is round 23, bro. You don't know. They're about to go. They're about to take it, man. It gets crazy.
Yeah,
it really does.
One guy that just shreds zombies, and you got one guy that you can jump through a crowd and never die. And revives everybody.
He's just like
it's amazing.
evading everything. He's like, how are you doing that? How are you doing that? How'd that not hit you? I'm juggernauted, How much SAPE does one need to qualify for a NFT?
Any dollar amount. So whether you bought $10 or $100 of SAPE, you'll get a free NFT. Now we're gonna do a snapshot, and then we're gonna do a deep dive to make sure no dust wallets get a free NFT, because we want all the actual holders who bought and are holding to get a reward for that.
Yeah, I want to say I bought you guys and have never sold, so you're still in my wallet. So I would love an NFT. I think that'd look great. I see you can buy with a card online, but not on iPad and phone. Will that be fixed?
With a card online, but not iPad and phone. So when you go into the DApp with your phone, you can still use the fiat tab if that's what you're talking about. But yeah, I'm not a card online, but not on iPad and phone. It's all internet browsers. The fiat tab does work and the swap does work on a phone browser, but if you're having difficulties, DM me and I'll help walk you through it, and we'll figure out what the issue is.
Awesome. Yeah, Daniel, please feel free to DM the CMO here, Sean. And then Daniel also says make sure we get to staking both Safu and BabySafe.
Yep, both are going to be able to stake, and the NFT is going to be able to stake as well. So we want we want the crypto market to be like the stock market, where people want to throw money in and leave it for years, and they get big passive income from that without having to swing trade all the time and pay fees and transactions and worrying about all that. And that's the whole goal, kind of bring the mass adoption and bring people who invest long term into crypto.
Awesome. We have Saitama Guru himself
There you
invites
go.
you to say to mask. Wow. Oh wow. This could be a possibility. You never know.
Hey, I want to see those guys succeed. As long as they're going to keep working
Yes.
and keep having a project. There's enough evil and bad in the world, guys, and I see all the toxicity mainly on Twitter, but it's just ridiculous. I mean, I've never known. There's some bad people out there that feel good for making others feel bad or crapping on their success, but just
One thing is evident, they haven't given up yet. They're still here. I continue to hold Saitama because it was the first token, and I've been
Mhm.
dollar cost averaging even on streams, right? I
Mhm.
bought Saitama, and it's just like there is no winning, and I'm just like,
Mhm.
when will the win come? When will the win come? Like,
Yeah, and I'm a fan of the project, and I've invested in them as well. And yeah, guys, just spread positivity. If you that's my opinion. Make somebody feel good. Tell them good job. Tell them they're working hard. Tell them you like their shirt. Do something positive for them, and see the reaction they have, and then see how it makes you feel. And it's much more amazing than just making somebody feel like crap or saying you suck or don't follow this channel, whatever. Don't buy this. They're terrible. I just hate seeing it. And hopefully, the more we spread positivity, the more that changes.
what I do is I went and invested in Krotama, which is honoring Saitama on the
Yeah.
ETH side. So they're like, we are Krotama, we are here. We have NFTs, we have DApps, and we're on the Chronos blockchain.
Yeah.
Come invest. And I'm like, I can see why I need to buy this. So I went and I bought Krotom. I made a video about that.
Sweet.
Saitama robbed me. I'm sorry about these names. I promise. Like
Yeah.
this is not harassment targeted at Saitama. But this guy is the definition of Southern sweetness. That is the right term. I think you are very sweet,
I
Sean.
sure, I sure appreciate that because at work, guys. I mean, I see all I see at work. You don't call law enforcement when things are going good. Usually, I mean, maybe they do want to tell you hi or something, or just stop and buy you coffee or whatever. But most of the time, I see the worst in people and see the worst things that people do to each other, and I don't want to spread that anywhere. And you see it every day at work, and you see the terrible things that people do and the evil out there, and it makes you want to spread nothing but love and compassion and happiness to everybody you go around to. And I mean, just one act of kindness can change somebody's life. So just be positive to somebody, whether you tell them, hey, nice hat, hey, you've been working out, hey, I like your hair today, something. Just be positive to people, and it's amazing how just one positive thing can change somebody's whole day and whole outlook.
I do see another comment here. Lil Ant, Sean is such a cutie. I do also see that you're wearing the SafuApe shirt merch. Is there?
Yeah.
Is that on your merch store? Are we getting a merch store soon?
Yeah, so part of lifting each other up and supporting businesses and charity. This is a small business. It's called Good Vibes 432, and she owns a small business, and all of our merch, all the proceeds are going to her. It's directly through the website. So send whatever logo you want an email, whether it's this, an NFT, anything that you screenshot, they can put on a cup or a shirt, and they can ship it anywhere. Internationally, obviously, the shipping is going to be a little bit high if you get it overseas, but kind of our first charity event and an idea so people can get merch and lift somebody up, have a small business lift up with their apparel and their coffee cups and their mugs.
Wait,
And
Sean, I have to request you stand up so we can see the full glory of this shirt.
yeah,
Oh,
it's
look at that.
one of the NFTs.
Oh, wow. Okay. That looks amazing. It also looks like you work out a lot, Sean. What do you do?
I try to. It just depends. I used to weigh a bunch, and I was real hefty, and I just worked out and started finding ways to make things that I enjoy. And I try to hit cardio every day for the heart health and stuff, but
Yeah.
it just depends. Some days I'll do some push-ups and dips. Some days I'll lift. And I got my boxing thing back there.
I seen that. I was like
Yeah.
UFC, and then I see the tattoo, and I'm like, dude, this guy, he's about to wreck some people,
Yeah, I like boxing, and jujitsu is good too. I don't have as much experience in that, but I really like boxing. And yeah, I'm a big nerd too. The tattoos, if you can't see, it's a Yu-Gi-Oh tattoo there. The blue
Oh, wow.
dragon.
Who is it? Blue Eyes?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's
And
awesome.
then we got the Batman logo in there.
Oh,
The
are
dark.
you the Batman Inu Dev? No, I'm just
No,
kidding.
no, I actually called them out. I said, hey, if y'all rug, let's have a boxing match, and all the proceeds go to the people you rugged. And he never messaged me back, so I guess he doesn't want to. But
He just
that's
wanted
what I
to
said
rug.
too. Rodney had an AMA, and I said, hey, Batman's one of my favorites, the Dark Knight trilogy especially. And I said, hey, y'all better not rug because Batman's one of my favorites. And then look what they did. So
Yeah, no. Where's our hero? Where's our hero?
yeah,
Al Cleary, friend of the channel, asks, ask him if they can audit a smart contract on Solana done with Solidity.
yeah, absolutely. Any chain, as long as it's coding in a contract, we can audit it. So just reach out to us and we'll work with y'all. And we're adding every chain on the swap. The next two are Avalanche and Phantom, but we do want to add Kronos and Solana chain as well. So we want every chain on the swap so everybody can trade anything they want to.
Awesome. Mr. Cryptic says, so have you been in the crypto space prior? I was late. This
I've
was
invested.
answered. Yep. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
I've invested before, but I've never been a part of a team or a project, and this is the first one. And I'm a big loyalty person, so this is my dream, and I love this community that's growing, and I want to see this, go to the moon, and everybody be able to be full-time safe family.
Awesome. Top Hat Player says, SafuApe all day. Don't forget to subscribe and like the YouTube video, SafuApe Army. Top Hat Players, thanks for stopping by. We appreciate you. Mr. Cryptic again, how does this differ from RM Docs?
I'm not familiar what RM Docs does, but our whole ecosystem, there's implements and rewards, passive income. You've got a contract that's very compatible with centralized exchanges that's going to benefit from every transaction on the rewards token. The DAO, so people can choose what they want in rewards and what taxes they want and buybacks and burns. And then a swap it's an aggregator, so you're going to get the lowest prices. Auto slippage, so it's easy. You don't have to set in slippage, and the algorithm is set where the transaction won't fail. So if it's 99%, it'll go through. It's not going to let you swap until it's 100. So that way you don't waste fees. So a little bit of everything, and audits and KYCs as well. Obviously, I'm doing the KYCs personally because that's my expertise, and I'm going to make sure they're thorough and there so everybody can be held accountable if they try to Batman Inu somebody.
I like that. Oh, don't Batman Inu me. Don't Batman Inu me. Mike asks, is there a benefit to the boost if you own more than one NFT?
So for sustainability purposes, the 50% boost is just going to come from one NFT per wallet. So if you do hold multiple wallets, then you can get that boost in the different wallets. But each wallet is only going to be able to get to 50 and 50, so 100% total.
Oh, don't you worry. I own like 54 wallets. We're going to grab all of them. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. And let's see. John smashed the like button. Rowena, people are sleeping on Safe and BabySafe. And I believe they are because I was one of those sleeping giants till I was awoken by the great Jeremy, crypto realist, friend of the channel, and a friend of SafuApe as well.
Great guy.
And I do believe these are the last questions for this AMA. And Sean, I appreciate you joining us here. We are a gang, a Ganja Goon gang, and it takes a lot in order to bring your face to our channel. And we asked some questions and you answered them. You also gave us a great overview of what exactly you guys are doing, and it's going to be interesting to see because I don't think this will be the last time we see you on the channel. I think you're going to ever evolve from this, and once you come back, it'll be great to see where you were, where you're going to, and the next update, and I do appreciate you stopping by as well.
Yeah, thanks for having me, and thank you to all the community members. And we're in this for long haul, so I'd love to come by anytime I got free. And the more the KYCs and everything picks up, the more time I can spend with the Safe family and do this full time. So the goal is to be on an AMA every night in the future if I can.
I'm saying bye to you, but I see in the chat that Adrian Lehman really wants to know, can you ask if the auto slippage means you will never lose ETH for failed transactions?
That's absolutely right. So the auto slippage, it'll do the slippage for you, but the aggregator, the algorithm in it, we've made it where the swap will not let you swap if it's going to fail. So I'm a fan of 1inch and their smart bot that they use for transactions because it fails a lot less, but you still can get failed transactions when you have multiple transactions pending or the whole network is clogged up. So we put that in there so nobody's ever going to waste any money that they swap. It'll say error during swap, and then once it's freed up, it'll let you swap. And that's because it's hard-earned money. I mean, whether it's $100, $50, whatever you're investing, we don't want anybody to lose money because, I mean, it doesn't happen in the stock market. You don't buy something on Robinhood and it says error and you just get, screwed out of your money.
Right. And then I see Mike says, "Can you audit Krotama? It sounds like a rug because Teddy's in it." Yeah. So if you're on the Kronos chain, I have this token Krotama, real good. I believe in it. But anyway, Sean, I do appreciate you stopping by. And on that, I think this was a great AMA, and we look forward to having you again.
Yeah, thanks for having me. It's a blessing to be here, and thank you to everybody for coming in and like and subscribe to his channel. Like